This is not a podcast. That's our new talk show, travel and food show hosted by Grizzly Ray, Jamani, DeJory, and myself. We got a whole new logo. So the graphics that you're looking at was created by DeJory. So if you want any graphics or if you want to buy any merch for the podcast, hit up DeJory on Instagram at dy.images. Thank you for watching. I'm out.
Mama said, don't talk to strangers.
Who's that over there?
Who got kids?
A stranger? Let me go talk to him.
But I'm talking to strangers.
What's good, strangers? I'm talking to strangers.
I don't know how you just moved there.
We don't know him.
Yeah, nah, but no, I slept on the floor. I slept in a car. I bought a brand new car. I make pretty good money, but people ask me like, yo, why don't you get a crib? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that? Well, the first thing you gotta do is have a plan. I have my own plan, so nobody could tell me what to do within my plan. So my plan was to make as much sacrifice as I could to live below my means. So even though I was making good money, I had to learn how to not spend it on foolish things.
Expenses so you can be able to fund yourself.
Yeah, so I could fund myself. So, living real humble. I'm talking about I was eating ramen noodle at one point in time. I was eating Walmart. Going to Walmart, they got a meal. You can get an entree with 2 sides for $4.98. I was eating that every day at one point in time. Just because I knew that if I could just pay that $5 a day, I didn't have to go out and buy a bunch of groceries. I could save that money.
Wait, how you get that meal? Like where you go to?
Walmart. You go to
So you
Walmart
just
and their hot platters.
Yeah,
The deli
food
section.
actually is pretty. It's good.
$5
It's not that
a day?
bad. Like,
So I would do that.
yeah, it's like a KFC.
I was eating a lot of ramen noodles. Yeah. Dollar
I
Tree.
lived on Dollar Tree for 2 years.
4 for $4. I was eating like that, man. Just trying to, not because I didn't have the money, but because I was taking all the money and paying off past debts that I had. I had like $30,000 in debt, and I knew that as long as I had that debt following me, I wasn't going to be able to buy no house. So the first thing was I went to Credit Karma, looked at what I had to pay off, and I started making payments to everything that I owed. It took me years, but I got my credit up to 740. And after that, it was just having the money. So, I got my CDL, had it for years. I was making the money. Once I paid off the debt, then all the money I was taking in became profit. It became savings.
Yeah.
So I was able to put money away in the bank. Then you need the job history. So no matter what, if you're hustling, if you're not hustling, if you feel like you don't have much, put away something all the time.
Right.
If you get 300, put away 100. You may not see it now, but if you don't touch that money, in 2 to 3 years, if you were able to put $100 a week, there's 52 weeks in a year, that's $5,200.
Yeah.
So if you took 10 years, that's $50,000. But you may not need 50. To buy a house, you need, like for a house like this, about $14K in the bank, and then about $7,000 of that you would have to put up, so about half of that money.
It's all about having a working system. Like,
So really, 2-3 years, you can have the money to pay for it. You just gotta,
So it's just about like
consistency.
your saving method is just putting away 100 a week. In 3 years,
You
that's
don't gotta put away
150
that,
weeks.
because not everybody can put away 100. But
that's what I was trying to talk to the team about a couple of days ago. I said it doesn't matter where
What you put
where
away.
you start
Yeah.
at is where you end.
It's where you end.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
you put away $20 a week, right?
So like, see, that was my example.
Yeah.
That was my example for the team. I was like, because everybody in here don't make the same amount of money.
Exactly.
So if you create a system, everybody will grow together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you create a team, when you create a system, you don't leave people behind. But when you go out there and you call yourself a team, and you just go out there and start saying, oh yeah, I can take care of this myself. When that comes, I take care of that. But guess what? Somebody gonna be left behind because you didn't create a system.
Ain't no I in team.
Look at it this
You know
way.
what I'm
If you
saying?
get a real,
That's why I always try to create
If
stuff
you get a
for
job-
the team to not be left behind. Or,
Go ahead,
or
Jerry,
individual,
you will
or even
also,
2 or
every
3
year,
people left
you have your
behind
taxes,
if one
right?
person can afford it.
What do people do when they get their tax money?
Spend it.
They spend it.
They don't save it.
What you do is, if you pay your bills throughout the entire year, and you can put away
Hey,
$50,
fellas.
if you can put away $50 a week, right? That's cool. If you can put away $50 a week, that would, at the end of the year, be about $2,600, right?
Yeah.
And then if you add your tax money into it,
That's like extra 2
maybe you
racks.
get like $3,500 saved.
Yeah.
So in 4 years, even if you're only doing that, you should be able to buy the house.
14,000. Yeah.
You'll have the 14,000.
Not only you'll have your closing, you'll have your equity, your closing, and your gap.
But mind you, that's for a house like this. Not everybody
Yeah.
wants a house like this or wants to make that payment. So therefore, you don't have to go this big. You can have a house in 2 years if you got something like, smaller than this. So you can have like 7,000.
Like I was just telling Brian, for somebody like us just starting, knowing that you just copped your house not too long ago, for us to want to jump on the bandwagon so quick, we have to start with rent to own.
You don't have to.
I'm saying, if you want to start quick.
Yeah, you could do rent to own because if you're already paying rent, that's the one thing. I eliminated all cost of living. That's what I did. Not everybody can do that, but if you're a respectable person, an honorable person, if you can find somebody that trusts you enough where you can be like, look, like, let's just do this together. Like, if y'all all got a place, for example, and then you cut into your cost of living,
right? Because
instead of you paying $800 or $1,000 by yourself, if you can combine 5 and you drop your cost of living to 5 a piece, then you just save $500 a month. Now you can put away $125 a week. You reach your goals a lot quicker. But then you got to break it off. $125 a week, you're looking at about $7,000 a year you could save.
My boy Randy that stayed out in Georgia, right? This nigga went down there searching for a 4-bedroom mini mansion.
Yeah.
Ended up in a 6-bedroom, 3-bathroom mini mansion, 2 dining rooms, 1 living room, backyard, and a fucking pool house. It was only 4 of him and his friends, just like it's 4 of us. So my boy said, if y'all plan on making it out of the hood we in right now, hey yo, I'm gonna let you know what the game plan is. If we all can invest $50